One more beginning for long as it lasts. A new day for the living, all forgiving of the past. Heavy footsteps to the dark unknown. This is a mystery, no security of home. Well, here comes the sun over my head. Show me a path and I'll be led. Walking alone, I'm not afraid. I have my wings to fly away. Hey, hey.
When it comes to children's stories, some or many of us may have heard of classic names such as Peter Pan, Harry Potter, Charles Webb, or even a series written by the legendary Danish writer Hans Christian Andersen. But have you ever heard or read the story of the eagle and the cat who taught her to fly? It is a novel written by a Chilean writer named Luis Sepulveda. And what you have just watched is a part of a movie adaptation from the story. Fascinating, isn't it? The story has been published in 20 countries, sold over 1 million copies, and has been constantly receiving love as well as popularity among enthusiast readers. And that is exactly what our group is going to do today, to tell you more about the story and our impression. So here's the names of the members in our group, and this is the table of contents. Now, first of all, we'll be talking about the author. Luis Sepulveda was born in 1949 in Oval, Limari province in Chile. He was a writer, a film director, a journalist, and a political activist. He was mostly known for the novel The Old Man Who Read Love Stories, published in 1992, which was one of the most widely read Latin American writers worldwide. When he was young, he used to make a lot of trips in many places in the world. And he was also imprisoned during the dictatorship of the Pinochet, but was later left the country. The exile took him to Europe, where he published most of his author. Unfortunately, he died in April 16th of 2020, aged 70, due to the COVID-19. Now, we will move to the book. Now, as the name suggests, the book is interesting, I think, to the age of 8. And I would like to recommend the age to fully understand the book is the age of 10. And it was originally published in 1996. Now I'm going to give you a brief description about the plot. The story is about Zoba, the podcat, who meets an old soap girl and was given an important task to keep her baby bird safe and teach it to fly. With the help of some podcat birds, podcat friends, an encyclopedia, and a poet, Zoba fulfills his promise, and so the baby girl named Lucky is saved by the love of this loyal cat, and all the animals learn to appreciate and respect those who are different from themselves.
Okay, now let's start the story. Kenya with her seagull had a long flight to Den Helder to join the flock of Christian Iceland. After the long way without break, they stopped to renew the energy by eating herrings. And when trying to eat the last herrings, Kenya got lost from her flock. Zoba was a big fat black cat which has a happy life with his owner. They were talking about life. They will cross the sea together, and Zoba recollected his past. He was an ugly cat that was eaten by clumsy pelicans and was saved by his owner. After that, they have been best friends. Zoba's owner had a trip with family, so he had 4 weeks lonely at home. Kenya was in the scum water that made she couldn't fly and she got no help. She was hopeless when think about the death, but she don't give up and save herself. Like she was trying to flying higher to melt the oil on her hair, and by trying hard, she got to San Michael's. Kenya landed at tremendous speed into Zoba house. Kind Zoba found many ways to have Kenya and promised to her that he would not eat the egg, would take care of that egg and touch the baby bird to learn how to fly. After that, they took the last breath. And in this case, what to do with a sick girl? Seeking for help from the cats of the port?
The cat gang includes Secretario, a skinny cat who lived at an Italian restaurant, the Colonel, a mysterious cat who was older than any other cat, and gave out great advice to all who would listen. And we have Einstein, the clever cat who got all his knowledge from an encyclopedia and lived at Harry's Bazaar with his owner and Matilda chimpanzee. Einstein had proposed that they consult the encyclopedia with some suggestions from the Colonel. They found the instruction on how to remove oil stain. But sadly, when they came back to Kenya, the cats immediately knew that they were too late. While honoring Kenya by folding her wings, they discovered her egg. The poor cats then gave Kenya a proper burial, along with a farewell speech and a declaration that Zoba would carry out his policy to her. As the Colonel said, a cat of the port always lives up to his word, and the problems of one cat of this port are the problems of all the cats of this port. So Kenya can rest assured. Okay.
Zoba had to suffer considerable discomfort to protect the egg. When the egg hatched, the cat then tries best to find food and protect the chick against dangers. With his bravery and resilience, there was one time Zoba went into the seashell room on his own to warn the rats not to harm the chick. Next. The cats were struggling to find a name for the chick because they didn't know its gender at first. But after being helped by another cat, the girl cow was finally named Lucky.
And the most daunting challenge for this cat is how to teach Lucky to fly, because this requires them to plan and think carefully. Shoba and his friends stand on high to watch Lucky, but the 7th time Lucky attempted to fly is the 7th time to end up the floor. So Lucky feels very sad and disappointed about herself. However, Shoba encouraged her like mother. It's very easy to accept and love those who are like us. But to love someone different is very hard, and you have to help her to do that. You are a seagull. You must follow your destiny as a seagull. You must fly, and this makes her feel better. After having a brief conversation, they decided to break the sacred taboo, and it means that they could speak the language of humans to ask for help. Fortunately, Shokba remembered about a poet who finally accepted his request and promised to meet them at the midnight while a heavy rain was falling over. When time came, Shokba was very brave to take the seagull to the bell of Saint Michel.
And finally, by their good hearts, these cats have done a great job. which was thought to be impossible. In the end of the story, after overcoming numerous difficulties, Lucky could fly with her most pride and happiness, and Jobra sat there watching Gull until he didn't know whether it was raindrop or tears that were falling from the yellow eyes of a big, fat, black cat, a good cat, a noble cat, and a cat of the port. Yes, we move to Minh Ngọc.
Okay. About the reasons why we chose this book. Firstly, the title raises curiosity. As you can see, how can a cat teach a bird to fly? Unbelievable, but that's what happened in this book. Secondly, the length is reasonable as well. It's long enough for readers, especially children. What's more, the book is meaningful and it gives us a lot of thoughts about life. It teaches readers, both children and adults, about helping people in need. The book also refers to humans' cruel actions. Humans really lack awareness in preserving nature just for the sake of the short term, but accidentally destroy their living environment. Now let's turn to Diễm Quyên about the reflection.
Okay, after finishing the story of the seagull and the cat who taught her to fly, here's something we find interesting. The plot is lovely, bright, and beautiful, sad and funny at the same time. It will appeal to readers of our age. The writing is gentle and beautiful, which is perfect for a delightful reading. Just to create a curiosity feeling, making the reader can read the page. The story conveys profound lesson through funny animal character, which is very suitable for the children. Besides that, the story also conveys some meaningful lesson. The first lesson is the importance of keeping promise, a very important personality to teach the children. In the book is a promise between Zober and Kengo. A cat of the pot always lives up to his word, Kono says. I think it's the reason why the author decided to have Zober, and it was their prize. The second is accepting the difference of someone you love. Loving someone is to love them for who they are, even when they are not the same as us. We are learn to appreciate and respect and love someone who is different from us. It's very easy to accept and love those who are like us, but to love someone different is very hard, and you help us to do that. Zober said, the third lesson is the braveness, overcoming the failure, taking the challenge as opportunities to challenge ourselves. Like Zober once said, only those who dare may fly. Even if you fail once, it doesn't mean you will fail forever. The book also shows the greatness of mother love for her child and the message of human responsibility to the environment through the death of Kengo. There's our reflection. Now let's move to Minh Ngọc.
Well, I guess we're all tired, right? So it's time for relax and just let's bring the game on. The rules of the game is quite simple. There are 7 questions and you have to have the right answer for each question. Please join us because our prize is really rewarding and I will reveal it at the end of the story of the game. So who volunteer first? Please show me your hand. Okay. Oh, quite a lot of you. Okay, come to the first question. Please, Minh Hải. Our first question is, what is the name of the author? A. J.K. Rowling, B. Richard Bach, and C. Louis Sepulveda. You got, with this question, you got 5 seconds to think. Go from now.
I think
5,
it's
4, 3, 2,
C.
1.
C.
Okay, thank you. Let's see the answer. Good luck. You got on prize. Okay, move. The second question, please. Minh Hằng. Question is, when was the book published? A, 1996, B, 1966, and C, 1997.
Dear God. I remember that there is a 7. 7 number in this, right?
What is your answer? What's your
I
final
don't trust
answer?
you. I don't trust you.
Trust yourself. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
B.
Final
B.
answer. B.
I think. I don't know. Oh my God.
Let's see
So
the
embarrassing.
answer. Uh-oh. Oh, I guess you have forget about this. Okay, good luck
Yes.
next time. Move to the third question. The story is an example of A, fable, B, folk tale, or C, fictional. Anyone got the answer? Just turn up your micro when if you got the answer, please.
I choose
Oh,
C.
Minh Hằng again. You want to do it again? Oh no. So please, Minh Hằng, another chance.
B. Right? I remember
Still
it's a
B?
tail.
Still a B?
I don't know. Like on the internet they say
Are
that
you
fable.
sure? Are you sure? Are you
I
sure?
don't know. I know that it's tail,
Okay.
but I don't know it is foxtail.
Okay, let's see the answer. Oh, it's like you don't have best with the answer B. The answer is C,
Oh.
fictional.
Oh yes. Dummy.
Okay, move. Oh, this question is as easy as pie. So because this question is quite easy, so I will choose the person who is fastest, the fastest person. So please just raise your voice if you got the answer. Name promises that the cat made with candle. Just raise your voice.
Don't eat the egg.
I'm sorry.
Raise the chick and teach it to fly.
Yeah, can you repeat that?
The first is don't eat the egg.
Yeah.
And the second is raise the young chick, and the third is teach the chick to fly.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, no doubt that's the correct answer. Good luck. Move on. Yes. See question. What is color of candle feather? A, golden, B, rainbow, or C, silver? Well, who's saying, please? You guys in the chat box. Please raise your voice.
C. I'm sure this.
Who is talking? Who's talking?
C. I said C. It's definitely
C. Okay. Who are you? I'm sorry, I don't see the screen here.
Hằng.
Okay. Oh, you really try for the prize. So your answer is C, silver, right? Okay, let's check. Let's check. Oh, sorry. Of course, it's a correct answer. Good luck. Move on. We got another question. Jobber was swallowed by what when he was a kitten? A seal, B, pelican, or C, the otter? It's quite tricky, huh? Oh, I see the Anne, please.
I choose B.
B, a pelican. Are you sure? Okay.
99%.
Oh, you're really firm. Okay. Yes, that's totally a correct answer. Now, the last question. How did Jobber teach Lucky to fly? A, with the help from the poet and his cat gang. B, by Red Bull mixed with fish. Or C, the cat flew himself to teach the bird. Oh. Push the volley if you want to get the prize.
I choose C.
Who are you?
I am Vinh and I choose C.
I skip you. Any other idea? Any other answer, please? Please, Phương Huyền.
A. I choose A.
Oh, yay. Let's see the answer. Yeah, you got our last prize. And the prize is each of the right question, you will receive a voucher cost 10,000 dong in Yuli's canteen. Please come to see me when we're back to school. Yay, this is the end of our presentation. Thanks for watching. And have you got any question?
Okay, thank you so much.